Part 1. The Ignorance We Inherited. Have you ever stopped to think that perhaps the greatest secrets of life have already been revealed, but you never paid attention? The truth is that we are surrounded by voices, noise, pressures, but we've lost the silence necessary to hear what truly matters. We live busy, distracted, running from one place to another, but without direction. Most of us inherited a way of living without ever questioning it. We were taught to work, to compete, to win, but no one taught us how to live. No one taught us how to think. Socrates once said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." And even after centuries, we continue living on autopilot. Why? Perhaps because looking inward is frightening. Because discovering that everything we've been taught might be incomplete requires courage. But it's precisely there that everything begins to change. If this message is already making you think differently, consider leaving your like now. It greatly helps to spread this truth that few have the courage to hear. And if you want to delve deeper with me into this awakening, subscribe. What comes in the next parts may transform the way you see everything around you. The silence of the wise. The great philosophers were in no hurry. They observed, they listened, they spoke little, but when they did, the world stopped to listen. Today we confuse noise with wisdom. Those who shout more, who appear more, seem to know more. But the true masters knew that wisdom doesn't live in noise. It resides in silence. Epictetus was a slave, but taught kings with his serenity. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor, but wrote about humility as if he were a servant. They knew something we've forgotten, that living well is more important than appearing well, that mastering oneself is the greatest power there is. Perhaps you've never had a true master, but what if I told you that they left the answers waiting for someone like you to awaken? You don't have to believe me, but observe your life. Is it in silence or screaming for change? If this part made you reflect, share it with someone who also needs to hear this. It might be exactly what he or she needs to start a new journey. The illusion of the search. You're searching, aren't you? For answers, meaning, direction. But what if I told you that your search might be pointing in the wrong direction? We live as if the truth is always out there, in a book, a video, a person. But the great theorists, the true philosophers, they learn something that almost no one understands. The answer is within. Seneca said, "It's not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It's because we do not dare that they are difficult." In other words, the pain of your soul isn't the lack of an answer. It's the fear of looking inward and seeing who you truly are. And here's the truth that might be uncomfortable. You can spend your entire life consuming the wisdom of others, but until you have the courage to face yourself, nothing changes. The external search is a comfortable distraction. You say you're searching, but deep down, you're running away. Running from silence, running from the mirror, running from your essence. The ancient philosophers knew self-knowledge isn't a destination, it's a confrontation. You need to face your shadows, your contradictions, your fears. Only then do you find the light. So the question remains, are you truly seeking the truth, or just trying to avoid the pain of finding it? If this content is making you look inward, give it a like right now, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. I'm ready to face myself. This shows that you're not just watching, you're living this journey. The silence that transforms. Have you ever stopped and simply remained silent? Not to sleep nor because you're tired, but to feel. We live in a noisy era, noise of opinions, notifications, internal pressures, and amidst this chaos, we forget to listen to the only voice that truly matters, ours. Socrates, the father of philosophy, said, "Know thyself and you will know the universe and the gods." But how to know yourself? If you never listen to yourself, it's in silence that the soul speaks. It's there that you hear your doubts, your desires, your unresolved fears, and it's also there that you find answers that no other voice can give. The philosophers knew, truth doesn't shout, it whispers. But we're so busy appearing strong, certain, and occupied that we miss the chance to truly feel life. Silence isn't empty, it's full of revelations, full of you, and perhaps that's why so many flee from it. Because silence doesn't lie. It shows you who you truly are and who you're avoiding being. So breathe, close your eyes, silence the world for a moment. Maybe, just maybe, you'll discover that the peace you've been seeking was never far away. It was always waiting for your silence. If this made sense to you, share this video with someone who also needs a moment of inner silence, and comment here, "In silence, I found myself." The choice that changes everything. Life in the end is made of choices, some small, others that seem to define everything. But there's one choice that changes everything around you. The choice to awaken. Awaken to who you are, to who you can be, and especially to who you no longer want to be. The great thinkers knew you can't control the world, but you can control your inner self. And it's from that point that the world around you begins to change. Will you continue living on autopilot, living by others' standards? Or will you finally live with awareness, with intention, with purpose? Because the truth is this: no one is coming to save you. No one will live for you. No one will make the journey in your place. But you can start now, with one step, with one decision, with a simple choice to become who you were born to be. And if this message touched you, give your like now, subscribe to the channel, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and comment below. I choose to awaken. Because life doesn't change when everything around changes. It changes when you change within.